wind up. As they head down into turn one. So just waiting for the last few to get into position. So it is Cameron Leslie on pole. Sean White doesn't appear to be there. Then we go back to Tyler King and Hamish Simpson. So it's Hamish a little bit keen on the clutch there. Just about ready for the go. Just all the lights are on now. They are out and go, and I tell you what, good start there from Cameron Leslie. He fires off down into turn one. He'll take the lead in there. Sean White not there, as Tyler King will be the next one to go through as they head down towards the bridge for the very first time. Ooh, a bit of a late starter there. Pick that up. And what's happening with my screen here? Sorry, Tyler King there. And as they head over the... Oh, we've got somebody off already. Somebody's come off at the... Oops. We've got a marshal falling head over heels trying to get into the sand as well. So somebody's come off at the up and over. Can't tell you who it was. But it looks like Cameron Leslie in the front there. Tyler King looks like he could be in second position. Then we go back to Hamish Simpson, and the rest of them all trundle through the hairpin. Big bunch of Hyosongs and Kawasaki Suzukis and all sorts in there. And a good three-way scrap here coming up the hill, so we're going to change of position for the lead. So as they come up the top of the hill, we'll wait for them to come into view. The three of them together, you throw a blanket over the three of them as they come around the top here. In fact, they're virtually side by side across the line, but it will be Cameron Leslie that takes it across. Hamish Simpson was the fastest on that opening lap. Tyler King was in second position. Timothy Gray came through. Next to him was Andrew Ansell, then Connor London, then we go back to Craig Percival. But we go back to the lead three, down under the bridge they go. And it is Cameron Leslie in the lead there. And then Tyler King, the next man through, and then Hamish Simpson right in behind him as they head down towards the Golden Homes hairpin. Oh, I tell you what, absolutely, Tyler King made a massive dive up the inside there, but didn't quite manage to pull it off. As they come over the top of the hill there, drop down into the dipper, and it's still Cameron Leslie is hanging on to the lead. And you've got Tyler King right in behind him, and then Hamish Simpson following through. Then a big gap back to Timothy Gray, and even further gap back to Andrew Ansell. And then the rest through, headed by Connor London and Greg Percival. Back to the front of it. We've got to change for the lead here. Let's have a look. It looked like it was. Can't wait. Do I have to wait till they come out of the corner to pick them up? No, it is still looks like it is Cameron Leslie in the lead. But climbing all over the back of him is Tyler King. In fact, he's going to have a run around the outside and may pick up across the start-finish stripe they come. And Tyler King, fastest opening lap, is still in second position. Round they go into turn one, heading down towards the bridge now. And it will be Cameron Leslie from Tyler King as they go under the bridge. Hamish Simpson sitting in there. Remember the last race, Hamish Simpson jumped Tyler King at the last minute. But through they come through the up and over. I think the lead two at the moment, a little bit too much pace for Simpson, unless he's just sitting there waiting for something to happen at the front here. And mind you, he does draw them both in under brakes into the Golden Homes hairpin. Up the inside, Tyler King now on the outside, going up the hill, is going to go for the crisscross and dive down into the Porsche dipper. Nothing happening there as Cameron Leslie hangs on to the lead. Out of the corner they come. Leslie leads. Tyler King right in his wheel tracks. The draws, trying to draw alongside now. Dragging Hamish Simpson with him there, but he's sitting in the tow of the two of them as they go into turn one now. And it is Tyler King up the inside now. He's got the inside running, but no, it looks a little bit like Cameron Leslie manages to open the gap again. And now Tyler King's got Hamish Simpson breathing down his neck as they come up the hill. In fact, Hamish Simpson's right alongside Tyler King now. In fact, he's made the pass as they come across the start-finish line, but can he hang on to it? He sets the fastest lap of the race. No, he can't hang on. He still sits in third position as they go around the corner. What's that done? That's allowed Cameron Leslie to open up a little bit of a gap on the ATN as the two Suzukis fight it out behind him. Down under the bridge they go, through the up and over. And Cameron Leslie's opened up a little bit of a gap, probably about 5 metres. But Tyler King's very quick through that part of the track and has managed to just claw that back again and pull away from Hamish Simpson at the same time. Up the hill they come, and Tyler King now back onto the tail of Cameron Leslie, and he's opened up a little bit of a gap back to Hamish Simpson. So they come out of there now, and as they head off down the straightaway towards the Dale ITM sweeper now, and Tyler King closing in on the back of Cameron Leslie. Long way back to go to Timothy Graves all by himself, and then Billy Fuller now leads the next pack through with Andrew Ansell, Conor London, Greg Purcell and Jerry Muir. Back to the front of the lead, back to the lead of the race though, and now it looks like Tyler King's got an outside run on Cameron Leslie. He's very close to him as they come across the start-finish line. Here they come now. In fact, he's glued right to the tailpipe of Leslie, and they go round into turn one, but Leslie still holds sway. King, though, does have a slightly faster run out. He goes for the cross for the inside, the run down under the bridge, and he's going to be brave under brakes. No, it looks like Cameron Leslie was wise to that one, but this time Tyler King is very close to the back of it, and there's a back marker in the way as they come down there under brakes, and that could upset Hamish Simpson. No, that's actually helped Hamish Simpson, believe it or not, as he's managed to draw back onto the back of King and Leslie as they drop down into the Porsche dipper one more time. And 4 down, there'll be 2 to go after this one as they head down the long straight one more time, and this time Tyler King right on Cameron Leslie as he has been the last couple. As they go into turn 10 now, what's going to happen? Is he going to be able to drive right around the outside of him? He draws very close to him as they come out of that corner, and he's right in the toe as they come out. He just sits there for a little while to get the big pull up the hill, and up the hill he comes, and he's still sitting in that toe, waiting to flick out of it. Here we come, get on a back marker there, just got in the way. Around the outside one more time. So white flag is out, last lap. So King knows if he's going to do it, he's got to do this. They both dropped Simpson off. They dropped away from him. We've got somebody off at turn 1, and that's not going to detract from the race now. The 2 leaders have gone through. And where are they? I lost the camera. My camera's died here. Don't believe it. Okay. So down into the hairpin. And there they are, there we go. So that is Cameron Leslie still leads from Tyler King, another back marker on the way as they come up the hill here, and that's allowed Hamish Simpson to climb back into the argument again. And what's gone, look at that, Leslie's gone wide, King's gone tight. I think he's got a faster run on him out of the corner there. They're all 3 of them together. Simpson's right on his tail as well as they come down into turn 1. You could throw a blanket over the 3 of them as they come out of there. Oh, King's sat up on the bike. Something's gone wrong. He's gone out wide. He's overcooked it. He's had to sit up. So, in fact, something looks like the bike's slowing dramatically, actually. So Tyler King has got an issue as he comes up the hill and slows up. So therefore, across the line, it will be Cameron Leslie takes the lead, takes the win from Hamish Simpson. Tyler King still picks up 3rd position. It looked like the front end might have slipped away from him going out through turn 10, and he sat up on the bike, let it drift out wide. Of course, by that stage it was all over. All he had to do was finish the race. So Cameron Leslie takes out the race with Hamish Simpson through in 2nd, Tyler King 3rd. Then we go back to Timothy Graham 4th. 5th was Billy Fuller, great effort from him. And Billy, then Conor Lundell came through in 6th. 7th was Andrew Ansell. 8th was Greg Percival. 9th, Jerry Muir, and Rory Barker finished off in 10th position. So that was your top 10. So great racing there from the juniors, sorry. Okay, next up, it will be, we're back to the start of the 2nd block, the 3rd run of the afternoon. The sidecars will be up next.